Chilling in the garden, rose in the roses. Summer said it started.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. It's yeah. I thought I'd go for another personal vibe in this one since Max wasn't too happy with him being called his Steam name. So I'll call you by Magnus.
All
So
right,
that's what
yeah,
you're
that's
called.
fair. Yeah,
You know, friends will know you as Swagners,
yeah,
but
yeah. More known online as Swagnus, to be fair. I mean, 200 IQ and making that name, totally wasn't
it must have been
13.
yeah, it must have been
Totally wasn't
difficult to think
13.
of that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyways, me and you probably go, me and you go way back, don't we? Like
Yeah. At least
it's crazy because like I think you're probably the first person I met that I've sort of stayed in contact with these years. You know, people come and go and stuff.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. It must have been like back in 2016 probably, right?
2016, that's
Yeah,
like the
must
early
have
stages
been.
as well.
Yeah, early 2016. Wait, let's see how far back. Alright, first DM from you.
Oh god, where would this would be on
November
Discord, wouldn't it?
1st, fat. And then I replied thick AF. And then you replied
Oh
oi.
my god, 16-year-old banter. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
I mean,
Proper autistic, yeah.
I mean, like, I generally I can't remember that. I think you were sort of the first guy that I started to play with where I sort of started realizing, oh, I'm actually. That was in the days where I was like, oh, I'm actually all right at this game. You know, I'm actually
Yeah,
decent at Rocket League.
Before we all
And when we
got
started
washed
taking it a
up.
bit seriously, yeah, before we washed up, and it was one of those. I think we used to play with. Oh, we used to try and freestyle and stuff. I couldn't do it, and you were a
Yeah.
freestyler.
Yeah, with like
You were.
Toasty and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, I can't remember what you were in, like some sort of team, weren't you? Because I was doing like competitive stuff. I was in like Hydra, Turbocharged, all that lot.
Yeah, I was in Empire.
Empire,
Like,
and then
yeah.
you've redone it again, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a bit slow, editors don't exactly grow on trees, especially when you want like actually good ones. So it's a struggle, and I've been really busy with exams. But summer's coming, so we'll see what's happening then. Might have some time extra to work on
Well,
stuff.
I just want to thank you for that because you just mentioned exams, which is the perfect switch over to the topic of today,
Yeah,
which
the
is
old
traveling.
switcheroo.
I know, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're moving to the UK next year if
Yes, I am.
if exams go well, which I'm sure they will do.
I mean, yeah, I nailed my oral exam in Norway. The exam
Oof,
system
mate, I'm
is
sure you did.
kinda
Oof.
it's kind of weird. So basically,
Yeah.
you have 3 years of high school, right? And then first year you can get an exam, but it's not mandatory. And then second year you need to have one exam. And then third year you have 3 written exams, and one of them has to be like normal Norwegian, if you get me. Because we have 2 written languages. We have Norwegian and then Neo-Norwegian.
Oh, so
it's
do
fucking
you study?
retarded.
Do you have to study a few languages when you go to your
Yeah.
school?
You have to in middle school you choose language. You can either choose French, Spanish, or German.
Right.
Then when you get to high school, if you if you did also all right, let's tune back a bit. In middle school, you can also choose at least for me it was more English, even more English.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if
Well,
you
your English is pretty good, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, I didn't need to do that, and also if you choose that, then you need to do 3 years of language in high school. Whereas if you choose another completely new language, then you need to do 2 years with the language in high school. So what I did was I had 3 years of Spanish in middle school, and then 2 years of Spanish in high school. And yeah, that's what you have to do. But then in Norwegian, you
Jeez.
also have
Language
it's
crazy
really
over there.
yeah, it's really stupid. It's we have 2 written languages that are official, and You need to like
So
have
what
both.
subjects have you actually chosen though, apart from languages? Like, what are you doing in the UK? Because you're moving over here, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
you going to
so
Leeds?
I'm
You
gonna
going to uni of?
study. Yeah, Uni of Leeds. Yeah, and I'm gonna be studying computer science with
Ooh.
high performance graphics and games design or something like that. It's basically a 4-year bachelor with like computer science and game development and shit, which hopefully
So are you
it's
staying over here for 4
interesting.
years, or are you going back? Or obviously
I'll
you go
go
back in
back
summer
for
and
like
stuff, but
vacation stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna be like basically living in the UK for the next 4 years, which will be
Jesus,
interesting.
that's huge for
Yeah,
18, 19. Like that is something else. Like
yeah,
there's
I'm
moving
like,
away to uni and then there's moving to a different country. Like that is unreal.
yeah, I mean, I'm really excited, but I'm also like hella nervous. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a great time, but it's just like settling in, you know? That's gonna be the hardest part. I
Oh,
feel like once
mate,
I'm settled in,
everyone's
everything's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
alright, you know?
But
It's
everyone's
just,
in the same boat
it's
anyway.
pretty stressful, you know? It's
I
completely
mean,
different, like culture and everything as well. Like the British culture is actually quite different from Norwegian. Like even though it's literally like an hour apart, like almost 2 hours basically.
to be honest, I don't actually think we have that much culture. Which it sounds bad. I don't want to be. I don't want to. I don't want to like
Yeah.
wrong all my English viewers here, but I don't really think we have that much culture apart from religion, which a lot of us follow.
Yeah, and I mean,
Culture-wise, I can't really think of many holidays and stuff that we get, and many. Do you know what I mean?
well,
I,
I
I
mean, like
can't.
not like culture, like in that sense, but you know, just like the way people are and stuff is a bit
Yeah,
different and
yeah,
like all
yeah,
that stuff. I noticed like
definitely.
when I was in Oxford last summer and like then again in Leeds in November when I met up with you.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. I don't want to scare you, but Leeds will be like a lot different to Oxford.
Yeah, yeah, and
Oxford is seen as like a really well. I mean, I've never been, but obviously the Oxford uni is like a pretty prestigious uni. Whereas
yeah.
I don't want to shit on you, but Leeds, the uni of Leeds is a good uni, but then Leeds itself is not probably as nice as Oxford. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, I was only there for like a weekend when I was there in November, and it was like a bit dark and stuff, so I didn't really get like a really big impression of the city like from that alone.
Yeah,
But like from just that little one, I would say I would prefer Oxford as a city, you know, because
yeah.
like it's a bit more posh and stuff, and it was also like everything was walking distance and everything,
Yeah,
which I
Leeds
liked.
for me,
Leeds is a
I
bit
prefer
bigger, isn't it?
Manchester so much more to Leeds. Like they're the two cities that sort of I'm in the middle of, and I can sort of choose to go to.
Yeah.
Um, like Leeds is just sort of like it's just a bit hectic. Everything's sort of really spread out. Whereas Manchester, there's a road called Oxford Road actually. Convenient, I know.
Yeah.
But literally everything you need is down that road, and then it's just really nice and compact. Is Manchester? It's nice. But
Yeah.
yeah, Leeds was funny. But
Yeah.
I reckon we should save that for another time.
Yeah.
The topic of today's podcast is traveling and like how how I think basically everyone should in their lifetime at least go traveling somewhere like
Yeah.
somewhere different
100%.
to where yeah,
Yeah.
because like the amount of benefits you'll get from traveling compared to like there's some things that you need to experience I think and you can't just sit and read a book and learn about or watch TV and you actually have to experience it and traveling's one of those things. I mean
Yeah.
I don't know
100%.
why
I mean,
I I it's kind of rich coming from me because I haven't really travelled that much in my life. I haven't been on holiday in like 6 years.
really?
But yeah, but I mean, for you, I know that you like obviously we met up in Leeds, which is a trek for you from Norway.
Yeah.
And then you've met a few other people, haven't you? Or you meeting some other
Well, I
people?
am. I'm going to Germany like in pretty much exactly a month. Gonna meet up with a couple people there as well.
Yeah.
And then
So I get
obviously like
you're pretty accustomed to it, are you? You know,
yeah, I'm
like
pretty used to traveling and like growing up and shit. We like went on a lot of holidays. So I've been a lot of places. Like I'm quite privileged like that. I've been traveling a lot. Like yeah, that doesn't really count. But when I was like 1.5 years ish,
oh, you
like
can
I
still
went
count
around the
it.
world. So obviously I don't remember much. But I mean, it's cool that I can say that I've been like in for example, Australia and stuff like that. I've been there. I don't
Jeez.
remember shit, but I've been there.
The spiders were probably bigger than you then.
Yeah, probably. I mean, even though I'm tall, I guess I wasn't as tall back then as I'm now.
Like you probably came out at 4 foot, didn't you? Knowing you.
Yeah.
How tall are you? 6'7"?
6'5".
Oh, doesn't matter. You're not that tall then. I thought you were 6'7".
Oof. Taller than you. Though.
It was awkward in Leeds. You were towering over me and Seb.
Yeah.
Like having to like get a megaphone to speak to you up there.
Yeah.
But
Well, how's the
yeah,
weather up there, eh?
Yeah, literally, you're catching all the rain for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, traveling. It's yeah, for me, I think it just the reason why I want to go traveling so much is because I think it's hard to say because obviously living for me, I feel like I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky like to obviously if you know if you've got the basics, food, water, bed, that's all you really need. But I've got so much more, and I'm very privileged, very lucky, and I appreciate everything I've got. But I feel like to truly understand and to truly understand what other people live like and how other people live, I feel like I need to sort of travel somewhere and live in a sort of minimalistic environment for like a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what I learned from as I said, I traveled a lot, like with my family and stuff. But like last summer when I went to Oxford and stuff, that was like kind of my first time like going all by myself. And I mean,
Yeah.
I had a friend with me, but like we basically didn't see each other like for those whole 2 weeks I was there. So
Right.
then I'm like alone and I'm like meeting all kinds of people from like all over the world, like Canada, America, I mean USA. I mean America is like the continent, you know, but let's forget
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Like India, fucking Switzerland, France, all kinds of places, and it's like everyone's just together. Like,
Everyone's in the same boat.
everyone's in the
thing.
same boat. Everyone's just like chilling there. Like it's a summer school. I mean, the focus was like the social part and like getting to know people and shit, obviously. And like I
Yeah.
had the really chill like subject. I just went there and like did computer science, and like we basically didn't have any like homework. Some other courses had like homework and stuff, but we were just
Yeah.
like chilling out, like playing football, having fun. And it was just a great experience, and like kind of gave me a taste for like more, you
Moving
know,
somewhere else.
and,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
trying that again, like on a larger scale, like moving to another country to study and stuff.
Well, that's it, innit? Like, it doesn't just like improve your communication skills at the time. It'll improve your social and communication skills, like for life. Like, one, it boosts your confidence. You know, it improves your real life education, which, to be honest, I think is the most important form of education.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you go to a different country, you just see all these. You've got different ways of traveling, different ways of like people speak to you differently. There's a different sort of one thing I've noticed to foreign countries is everyone's so much friendlier than we are in the UK. I'm not calling everyone out, but in general, there's places you can go to near me where I guarantee if you came here and you know you walk down the streets, you wouldn't. I feel like you'd be a bit intimidated because it's a lot. There's a lot of that in the UK. But obviously, you know it improves your social and communication skills like massively, which is a big one.
Yeah, it really does, and like also that independence, you know, from like being on your own and like just like
Yeah.
making it and like you're forced to like make new friends and stuff because like there's no one else there, kind of, you know. So you're just like you're forced into this like social setting where you just have to like make friends, find out who's cool, like who do you vibe with and all that stuff, and like
Yeah.
by the end of like those 2 weeks, like we still like have a Snapchat group, like, and we still like talk in that one and stuff from time to time. It's like it's pretty chill. Like if I go
imagine
like
it's really-
any of those places, I'll just like hit them up like, yo, we gotta meet again, and just like it would be super cool.
It's cool, isn't it? It is cool. It was cool meeting you for the first time because that was so weird. Like a lifelong friend. Well, not lifelong, but like someone I'd met and been speaking to for 3 years,
Yeah.
and I'd never met him before, and it just was just sort of like it's so weird when you meet an online friend because like it's like you just know each other when you meet. It's
I know,
crazy.
it's so weird. It's like you can just like go straight into like a random conversation. Like you can just skip all the small talk, you know?
Yeah,
It's just
it's so
like
strange, isn't it?
so surreal. Yeah.
Obviously, you get that awkward like when you first meet. It's like you get the awkward like, oh, you're right, mate. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know
You're-
what to
you're-
say, but
You're not a
past that
creepy
point,
rapist trying to like tie me up in your basement. That's cool. Yeah, you're a solid guy.
I'm like, fuck me, you're tall. But yeah, I think especially for you going to Leeds on your own, doing something on your own. I think it's really important, like because if you don't really, I feel like a lot of people this age don't really know themselves as deep as they could do as a person, and traveling somewhere like that, I think, will really help help you
Yeah.
find yourself.
Yeah.
Because you find yourself stuck in certain situations that you wouldn't normally be in. You're at one with the world, and it's that saying. I can't remember. I think it's um, making yourself feel comfortable, feeling uncomfortable. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's basically what life is all about, you know. You need to be comfortable being a bit uncomfortable. Like, for example, take working out. Like, it's not comfortable like when you're working out. And, like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's comfortable. I mean, I just
It's
get tired.
weird.
I
It's a weird
enjoy
feeling.
working
It's a weird
out.
feeling.
Like, I enjoy working out, but it's
Yeah.
like you're literally damaging your muscles
Yeah.
for a short period of time so that you'll get stronger in the long run. And I think that's basically what life is about in general. It's like if you can endure like a little amount of uncomfortableness and pain and stuff, that'll eventually make you grow as a person.
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, definitely. You're more likely to learn from your uncomfortable situations and your painful situations and your heartbreaks and all that sort of stuff, rather than doing something well. You're not really going to learn from it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
the
that's why
things I've
it's-
learned the most from are the things that have hurt me the most, I think.
Yeah, that's why it's so like easy to like get stuck in the same place because you're afraid to go outside your comfort zone and stuff. Like that's not what's gonna make you like progress as a human.
Exactly.
You're not pushing
Exactly.
yourself. You need to be pushing yourself all the time, you know.
And thing is, it gives you so many skills for the future as well. Looking for a job, interviews and stuff. If you're sat there, if you're sat there doing, everything that you get told to do, and you go to school, you go to college, whatever. You sit down, you do your work, you get home, you do your homework, you revise for your exams, you get sick exam results and all that. You go to an interview, you don't have any social skills. Like
Yeah.
exams and studying and all that does not teach you the most important type of education, which is real life.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to like have a nice balance like between studies and like a social life and all that stuff because like yeah, it's useful to go to school and like different paths for different people. Like for one person it can be like really important to like just go all in on school and stuff, but like a lot of jobs don't require you get straight A's out of school, you know?
Most jobs don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's like a small minority of jobs that actually require you to like get like all the top grades all the time. I mean, most like people who hire for jobs, they look at who you are as a person. They don't look at the like paper in front of them saying like, "Oh, this is a straight A student." They're just looking at you and who you are like in the interview.
I mean, I like to think of it as the grades will get you to the interview, and then past that point, they don't do anything for you.
Yeah, that's true.
And what was I gonna say? But yeah, the whole I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Thing is, like, even with that being said, with all this being said about it giving you all these skills and social skills and what have you, like it just is fun though as well. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go to Amsterdam and places around the area for a while. There's some nice mountain ranges near there that me and my friend said we wanted to go to and go see, and I have people my age that are wanting to go on holiday for like a laugh and like just go out and drink and experience nightlife over there. But it's weird and it sounds a bit gimpy, but I don't want to do that much. Like I don't see what the difference is going to be for me going out in a different country compared to going out in the UK. Apart from it being really fucking hot compared, like if I were to travel somewhere, I'd want to go see stuff. I'd want to explore. I'd want to,
Yeah.
you know. And I mean, I'm 100% sure we'll definitely meet up when you go to Leeds Uni. Oh, we better do. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we have to, you know.
I'll
gotta do
have
it
to show
again.
you around.
Yeah.
Show you the English culture, quote unquote. I'm doing
Yeah.
I'm doing the quote things with my hands.
Yeah.
English culture.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be
I'll
nice to
definitely have
like
to show
meet
you
up
the
with
nightlife.
Seb and stuff also again. Like that would be cool, you know,
It's,
for
yeah,
old time's sake.
yeah, definitely. Have you ever sort of like been somewhere like that's like really, really, really different to where you live?
I would actually maybe say USA there.
USA.
Yeah, that's actually really different from Norway. Like it was quite a different culture. I mean, even though you think it's like, yeah, they're like Western and all that stuff, it's all the same. I would say that USA, from the ones that I remember the best, is one of the more different cultures. Like in Norway, we're quite like closed off in public and stuff, and could be seen as a bit like cold if you get me.
Closed off in public. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like for example, you don't sit next to people on the bus and just like chat shit, like
Right, okay.
and all that stuff. You don't
yeah.
like
See, we do
talk
that in
to
the UK as
strangers
well.
and stuff. Yeah, yeah, but like when I came to like USA, people just a lot of people seemed like more open and stuff. Like, and since I'm really tall, like a lot of like random people that I like had never met before would just come up to me like, "Yo, do you play basketball?" And I would just go like, "Nah, mate," and then they'll just be like, "Oh, you totally should. You're so tall," and like just go up on the street to random people and stuff. And I was like, that was like quite different. But, like,
That sounds ace. Sounds like people
Yeah.
are so friendly over there.
yeah, like I got a good like impression of Americans from that, to be honest. And like also another thing is that everything is like huge over there. Like it's not a joke. Like all the like packages and stuff. There's like so many like maxi packs. Like fucking I don't know.
So many
a good
what?
example? Like everything is so
Is it
big. Like a lot of
maxi-pads?
stuff. Like
Isn't that a type of period pad?
no, like that was maybe the wrong word. I'll
Yes.
blame this on the language barrier. You know, menos hablo inglés and now. No.
That's a tampon, mate. I think.
I think I said yeah.
I get I get what you
wrong
mean. It's
thing.
alright.
Yeah,
Don't
but you know,
keep
like,
digging. Don't keep digging.
Yeah, yeah. This hole is already way too deep.
Yeah, put your spade away. Yeah, I'll pull you out. I'll pull you out, mate. I'll pull you
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Right. What was
cheers.
the weather like? What was the
What was the weather like? Just casual.
I had to pull you out, mate. I had to pull you out and save
What's the
you.
weather like? Yeah. That's actually a good question. I mean, I was there
It's
in
so
summer.
different across the whole of the states, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's different in every state. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
We were like going a bit all over the place. So we were like, we started off in Washington D.C. and then we went to like New York and like even a little trip into Canada, and then like we went to all the way over to like Las Vegas and like San Francisco and
Jeez, I bet
LA.
Las Vegas was nice.
Yeah,
I'd
like
love to go there.
it was like also really cool to see how different like it is from state to state as well. Like to think that it's like all in one country, you know, because it feels like just basically everything is different, like the weather and all that stuff. Like San Francisco was like really cold when we were there. Actually, we were there like during the 4th of July and stuff, which was
Yeah.
really cool. Like seeing all the massive fireworks and stuff. That was actually really cool. And then like you have Vegas, which is like 40 degrees and all that shit, and just like
I bet it feels like a
super hot.
different country going into like
it
some of the
basically
states.
is. Like you go from like Washington was also quite like hot when we were there, like 30 degrees and like pretty humid.
Jesus.
So then you go from there and like New York, which is like a big ass city and all that stuff, to like the desert in Las Vegas and Nevada, like sand everywhere. It's rough, it's coarse,
Jesus.
and like it's just really hot, but at the same time, although it was really hot there, it almost like felt worse when we were in Washington, and it was like only 30 degrees, like, and like up to that, because it's so dry there, you know? So you don't like feel the heat that much.
I guess as well in people say move to a different country, but people say that China is really hot and like it's really difficult to breathe because of the because it's so busy and it's so like there's so many cars and
Yeah, the
pollution
pollution and all that stuff,
and
yeah.
maybe that's what it was in Washington. It's a bit of a change. Like the air is probably not as fresh. It's such a big bustling city.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Washington isn't like that big, to be honest. Like Washington
Is it not?
was actually quite nice, and it's like basically in Washington, no buildings can be taller than the Washington Monument or whatever it's called. I believe
Yeah,
it is.
the Washington
So like,
DC.
yeah, in DC. So like all the buildings are like normal height ish, if you get me. Like there aren't like
Right,
that
right.
many super tall buildings and all that stuff. And then like that compared to New York, it's just a whole other experience. It's like you're looking up and there's like skyscrapers all around you, and you just feel so tiny. Like I don't know, there's
Yeah,
something
that's
about New
crazy.
York. It's like it's a really cool city. Like I would like to go there again, although I'm not sure I would like to live there. If you get me.
Yeah.
I
Sort of like it's a tourist attraction more than anything.
Yeah, and then like, of course they say like if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. But like, I'm not sure I would like to live there. It just I don't
Too
feel
much.
like if I feel like it would be too much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like I like to think of myself as like kind of urban. Like I prefer cities, but I also prefer like I also like going like hiking in the mountains and stuff. So I want like something that's a city, but also like easy to get to,
Yeah, I know what you
like
mean.
the country, if you get me.
I think, to be honest, I think you're describing perfectly where I live at the moment. I live in a little town called Tomerton, and it's sort of it's in the middle of everything, but it's private, sort of,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of greenery around Tomerton, and it's like there's a lot of hills, and you can people like it because it's in a valley and it's quite private. But for me, I think because I've lived here my whole life, I've not moved from here since I was born. I can't wait till I can move. My biggest goal at the moment is saving up enough money after I finish my training to go and live somewhere else on my own in Manchester. It might not be completely on my own. I want to I'm probably going to end up sharing rent or sharing an apartment with friends that like go to uni in Manchester, might be going into third year or whatever, and I
Yeah.
can share rent with them. But I just think it would just be so cool, and I don't know, like that. At the moment, the job I'm in now, I've secured a place after I finished my training for my apprenticeship, but I'm really not sure if I want to stay because like I know we can do well if I stay, but I don't think I don't think it's right for me here, like in the area, and I really think that I need to progress, like to progress as a person. I need to move somewhere else. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so like where is that job and like what does it involve kind of? If you could like go into a bit about that, that would be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. It's it's so it's in a place called Nelson, which is kind of run down. Like, well, it's really run down. Like there's nothing really around it. But the job I'm doing itself, like I really enjoy it. I've got a really nice boss. Um, I've got good hours. It's quite chilled out. It's quite relaxed, but I get a lot done. Um, it's I'm doing digital marketing, which is essentially just marketing, but using online mediums to market. So like it could be social media like Instagram, Facebook, and that sort of stuff. It could be, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I
Hopefully.
get it.
Um, but so there's not really like that. That's the kind of job that I can get kind of anywhere. There's a lot of them jobs going about
Yeah,
because obviously
exactly. Like
we're just moving into a digital era, and those sort of jobs are everywhere.
yeah,
Um,
also another advantage you have with like that kind of job is that you can like even turn it into like freelance thing. Like you could turn that into private business and all that stuff. If you like feel like
Yeah,
doing
exactly,
that instead, like you don't have to be like tied down to any place or like company if that's what you're doing, because it's like needed everywhere, and like in the age we live in, everyone has internet basically. So
Yeah, exactly. So it's I kind of lucky I found this niche really.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to explain the story of it all because I think it kind of went into a tiny bit last podcast, but yeah, I am really happy with it. But I think my mate said to me the other week actually, and it really stuck with me that is it I don't know if it's David Dobrik or someone else that vlogs. I don't watch David Dobrik, so apologies to any fans that know if it's not him or whatever. But there's a vlogger that basically he has seasons of vlogs, so he will do season 1, season 2, season 3, etc.
yeah.
And every season he'll switch up and change and move to a different place with new people. Not because he doesn't like his old people, not because he doesn't get on with them, not because not even just for a vlog. He said that he said in a Q&A that he likes to move to different places to progress as a person. He feels like he can't progress properly if he doesn't, and that's what I feel like I'm like. It's really stuck with me.
Yeah, that's actually that sounds like a great like vlog series, to be honest. Like I feel like vlogs can get a bit repetitive. Like I will watch vlogs if it's like people who I'm already following because I like their content, but I won't really start to watch like random people
Yeah.
vlogging because I feel like the market is just way too oversaturated.
Mm.
So I'd rather like stick to the people I know make good content, and like it's not like I have hours and hours to like waste watching YouTube vlogs of random people doing stupid shit. I would rather like watch meaningful content and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And for me as well, like I'm a bit cold-hearted, but because I really could not care less what everybody else is doing. I don't care what what people do in their day-to-day life. I do with friends and stuff, but I couldn't really care about that side of things, which is
Yeah.
kind of cold-hearted, but
A bit cynical, yeah.
yeah, but it's one of those. Circle's small. I love
Yeah.
everyone in my circle, so that's what matters, right? I feel like as well, like people, a lot of the time people are vlogging. It's just everyday stuff that you would do anyway. So it's like I'm watching someone cooking or watching someone like. It doesn't interest me. I don't know why. It just doesn't interest me.
I mean,
Each
yeah.
to their own, but
It just feels like I could be doing this myself. Why am I sitting here watching this? Like,
exactly. I could be watching
just doesn't make sense.
Swagner's. I mean, I could be watching Magnus. I could be watching Magnus make an omelette tutorial instead of. Because I've heard word on the street is you make the best omelettes around. Is that true?
I would like to say I make pretty damn good omelets, yeah. I would say. I'll be making some omelets when I go to Germany, so then we'll have a second opinion on that. I guess we should
No, it's
do
fine.
like
I'll
a
tell you what,
quick
you need to-
update in a
You need
month.
to make me one when I come see you in Leeds next year.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the first thing I
100%.
need to do. Like, we'll come out. I'll come out and see you in Freshers.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll show you.
Shit, I
I'll
gotta
show
get
you
like
around.
tickets to that or something because. Like,
Nah,
yeah.
you don't. Nah, you
Or-
don't.
No.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I didn't do
I'll
Freshers
figure that
last
shit
year,
out.
but-
CBA to like deal with that now.
Yeah, mate, you got loads of time. You got a year.
Yeah. Loads
But
of
yeah,
time.
that's the first thing I'm expecting. I'm expecting, I'll come to your accommodation, I'll come to your dorm, and I just want an omelette plated up ready for me when I walk in.
Yeah, just like straight up. Like, here's an omelet, bitch.
Mate, I mean, you've been baiting me for so long with these Snapchats, so I think I deserve one.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't think your pizzas look as up to scratch, to be honest, mate. So I'm gonna pass on them.
What are you talking about?
Your pizzas, I don't think they look as up to scratch as your omelettes.
Well, debatable. I'm a pretty good chef.
I'm just gonna leave it there. Then I'm just gonna let you think. Let you think what you want to think.
Yeah, let's not go into that.
I don't want it to get heated. It's only
Yeah,
the second. It's only
yeah.
the second episode.
Yeah, that'll have to wait until the later episode.
Another thing though about obviously moving to a different country, is all the different new brands of food and stuff. Like, how are you gonna get your head around that? That's gonna take ages to work out what you're gonna be using and stuff like that. Because
Yeah,
obviously, when you buy food and you buy products and stuff, people usually don't branch out. They usually stick with what they are known to use. If I'm like,
yeah. Well, I mean, priority 1, find out who makes some good eggs. Priority 2, find
Chickens.
out what's the
chickens
good
make some
chicken.
good eggs, mate.
And then, I don't know.
Just buy your own chicken.
The
Keep
rest.
it in a cage in your dorm.
Yeah, I'll literally like get a fucking chicken and then I'll have that chicken lay me eggs. And then like once it gets big and fat, I'll just like
Yeah, if it pisses
make
you off,
chicken out
it's
of
chicken
that,
dinner.
Yeah, winner, chicken dinner.
Exactly, you're winning.
I did not expect this turn.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't
From
expect it
from
to
like
sound like this.
talking about omelets to like just slaughtering a chicken.
We don't. No animals were harmed during the making of this podcast.
Yeah.
I'd just like to clarify.
Yeah, I think that'll maybe be in a later episode, so stick around for
Maybe,
that.
yeah. We've got a few things lined up. You know, we've got we've got a few ideas in the running up, and slaughtering a chicken live is one of them.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't realise, that is a joke. Yeah. So
People get offended by it. They get offended by it, and like, who
people
cares,
just need
to
to
be honest?
know. Like, if
feel
people
like-
don't know me, they need to know my sense of humour.
Yeah, it's fine though. So basically, in a follow-up episode, we're gonna have you trying my omelette and us slaughtering a chicken. Then
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a 2-part series.
yeah, 2-part series. Okay.
Cinematics. We're gonna get a drone flying in over the chicken.
Yeah. Just a drone in the fucking dorm room, like, hey.
No, the thing is when I moved to, well, not moved. What I'm talking about. My latest holiday was Cologne. I went to Cologne to watch the CS:GO major back when I was 16, I think.
Yeah.
That was my last holiday. But that was with mates. It was with but I didn't drink at the time or anything like that. I was very boring. But like I just remember everything was so expensive, like compared to United Kingdom. I don't know, like the UK, we have some deals, mate. We have some deals, and I feel like it's gonna shock you when you come over here, because I know Norway is ridiculous, isn't it, for price?
Yeah, it is quite expensive. I mean, I guess most people like following me on Twitter and stuff have seen the video of me like ranting on about how you were
yeah,
calling
red
that
stripe.
very expensive. I just went up like, you call this expensive? Come to Norway. But
Yeah,
yeah,
mate. I mean, for a
Norway
red
is
stripe, it was expensive. I think it was like £4 for a can. We were like, what the hell?
yeah, and I was just like, oh, that's not too bad. That's normal price.
Jesus, I won't be able to.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all projected, isn't it? So you'll earn. So you're sort of in a great situation right now, because you can work over there and get paid more over there to
Yeah.
spend it in the UK, which is cheaper. So
Yeah,
you're
that's true.
getting extra pay to spend it on like that's just perfect. That's exactly what you want. So I'm guessing when you move to the UK and you go off on vacation and you come back, are you gonna be working in Norway when you come back, or are you gonna find a job?
Yeah, I reckon I'm gonna like try to like get some work in Norway like in the summer holiday and stuff.
Because like that would
And save
literally
up
that would
money
be
and stuff.
perfect.
Yeah.
How are you? Because I'm guessing you're saving up now. Are you saving up at the moment for uni?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, ish. And
I mean,
we can
don't know about-
always debate like how efficient the saving is, but I'm keeping it in the back of my head and like trying to save up a bit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 100% confident that you've got like you're probably better than 90% of people that go to uni in the UK. I mean, the majority of my friends are like they're already in their overdraft. They're already in the overdraft like 3 months into coming to uni. So I mean,
Well, we'll see what kind of influence I get by people. You know.
no, you could change for the worst by coming to Leeds, mate. You could come.
Ooh.
Oh,
I mean, I'll keep up like some healthy habits anyway, to be honest. And like when I get there and like I'm responsible for my own food, I'll like actually be able to control and keep like a healthy diet, like
Yeah, you'll be
even
killing it,
more,
won't
to be
you?
honest.
Because
So
you
it's
cook a
gonna be
lot
good.
yourself now anyway.
Yeah,
So I can imagine. I can imagine you being a really good, like coming out to be a really good cook. I mean, if computer science doesn't work out, you know,
yeah, I'll just like fucking join MasterChef and just
I wouldn't go that far. Just say make omelets for a living on the street. That would probably.
literally just stand on the street
Yeah,
with the
just
fucking pan and just like, hey,
serve
making
up omelets
omelets
to people.
here. Want some omelets? I'll give you some omelets. Free taste samples. They're really good.
But no, I mean,
Give me your money so I don't starve to death, please.
I mean, if I were you, I'd be so excited right now. I don't like what. How are you feeling, like emotions wise for it? Because I'd be so excited.
I'm really excited, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be meeting a lot of new people, and like the thing with being foreign as well is that you're kind of like the center of attention as well.
Yeah. You'll get a
And,
lot of people who'll
like-
be like, "Oh, where you from?" Like,
Yeah, so it's like a good conversation starter to get you meet new people and stuff, and also because you're foreign, you're like exotic to the girls and stuff, you know. Have
it's
that
all, it's
X
all you're
factor.
thinking about.
You know, we'll see. We'll see.
No comment. No comment.
No comment. I'll just say that it was quite effective in Oxford. That's all I'm saying.
I won't
I'll
go
be
into it, mate.
saving the
Yeah,
details for
yeah.
myself and the parties involved.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Well,
yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait to see you again. So
yeah,
no,
that's gonna be dope. We gotta meet up again, 100%.
definitely. No, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you coming as well. And I'm just this whole thing. Like, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of what you're doing. But my time will come. I know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Manchester.
once you're done with like your apprenticeship and stuff, I mean, you basically have the whole world in front of you, and you can like do whatever you want. Like, you can even now, you can like if you want to work freelance and like by yourself, like independent, you can like start working that like
Yeah, I
right
know.
now
Yeah.
and just like have that prepared for like when you eventually have to quit
Stop working.
and like
Find
find out
somewhere else.
what's
Yeah.
your next chapter, if
true.
you get me.
It's very true. It's all sort of stuff you can do at home. You don't need an office for it. You don't need any special equipment, and a lot of digital marketing you can do for free. So yeah, it's definitely something I could look into. But yeah, I think that's it, mate.
I think we got a good amount of topics covered.
yeah,
and stuff,
I'm happy
yeah.
with that. I'm happy with that. Thanks for coming on, mate. I know it's Are you still revising for your exams and stuff?
No, I had my last exam like last Thursday, so now I basically have no school.
Alright, okay.
Like I literally have the day off tomorrow, and then like Thursday's the last day, which I also have the day off until like a graduation ceremony in the afternoon.
Well, I mean, as long as I wasn't, as long as I wasn't like taking you away from your revision. But thank you
no,
anyway,
all good.
mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun coming on.
And
Just having a little chat.
it's always nice. It's always nice catching up with the boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks very much. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit, boys.